What a fabulous, fabulous T-Bird here in Laval, Quebec, Canada, on a beautiful, beautiful summer evening. Look at the sun setting. You know, 65 T-Bird. One of the things, you know, there were a lot of cool aspects in design of these cars. For one thing, right here, there was a vent here. I'm sure it was functional because look, it continues right here. You know?
There's another 65 over there.
Oh yeah, I've seen that one before, yeah. But I didn't get to this one yet, you know. But thank you for mentioning it. What the hell?
It's just like some blower from the back window.
Well, I wouldn't say it's a blower, but it's some sort of vent, I guess.
Defrost the back window.
Oh, that's where the T-Bird was different, eh? Well, the speaker's right there. The speaker's right over here, so yeah, it's some sort of ventilation. I think maybe it was for a defrost. That would have been really ahead of its time, you know?
64, 65, man. T-Birds.
There was nothing else like that. Look at the dash alone. I mean, it had that cockpit look. You had the swing-away steering. The interiors were just as fantastic, in my opinion, as the exteriors, you know?
62 is pretty nice, too. Back tail lights like the space age there.
Yeah, I know. I filmed one recently. It was gorgeous. It was maroon. Fucking beautiful cars. All of them are beautiful cars. And they still are in the 70s. But unfortunately, the 70s, like for every car, you know, it wasn't the same. It wasn't the same. The 60s was the pinnacle of American styling.
They got bloated in the 70s.
Yeah, no, it's not just that they got bloated. See what?
76 there, they had the straps across the trunk there.
Well, the problem would happen is that you see right after the oil embargo, ironically, you know, that's when the U.S. government said, you know what, that's it. No more muscle cars. You got to make cars safer. You got to be better on gas. So therefore, they had to make the bigger bumpers. There was a lot of other things too they had to do differently. And as you know, like for example, hardtops were phased out by like 77. You know, and unfortunately, that's what happened. It was just a matter of time, and it was just because there was too many accident claims from the insurance companies. You know. You know, these 64, 66 64, 65 Thunderbirds, what I love about these cars also, the simplest things are, for example, the hubcaps. The hubcaps were beautiful. Like, you didn't have to do anything to them, you know? You didn't have to change them. Even 66 also looked just as cool. And as you guys can imagine, there are a lot of cars that, you know, you know, the hubcaps would look great so many years, but there were certain years too they would look dull. You know, like for example, I'm a big Oldsmobile fan, but Oldsmobile hubcaps in so many years, specifically in the like let's say 70s and 80s, they look fucking dull. You know, and that's why people would prefer to put wire wheels on them or mag wheels on the car itself. Anyway, hell of a machine. Let's see if I can get a little look underneath while there's still daylight. Well, that's about it, guys. By the way, one more thing. There's a couple of other things I didn't point out I love about this car. Number one, the metallic blue is beautiful. Original. And I also love, too, the exhaust tips that are dumping out here, as they call them, dumps. It's just a great touch. It's all about great touch. It's great taste. C'est à vous le T-Bird, hein?
Oui.
Je vous ai vu, je pense, ici, il y a une couple de semaines, ça se peut, hein?
Oui.